Welcome to September-October 2010 issue of Misyon. My name is Fr Brian Gore and I'm standing in for Father Sean Coyle, who is overseas at the moment. Last August 8, a friend of mine and a very good friend of all the Columbans and indeed of Misyon magazine, Miss Paz Torres, died here in Bacolod City. She was not remembered by her province or her city, despite the fact that she worked for more than 40 years as chief nurse in the provincial hospital here in Bacolod City. I first met Mummy Paz, as we affectionately called her, at the Redemptorist Monastery in Bacolod, where I was studying. She invited me to the hospital to meet the patients, especially the poor patients, where I could at the same time practice my ilongo. The patients couldn't escape from me because they were bound in bed, and that gave me a good opportunity to practice my language. Miss Torres, since that time we became very close friends, and she became for us a contact person for us many priests in the south of the province, 100 or so kilometers from Bacolod, a contact person that would look after our patients when we sent them to the city. In those days there was very little medical care for seriously ill patients in the south. So Mummy Paz was a godsend for us Columbans. We could send a note with the patient and we knew that once they got to Bacolod, she would look after them. She would access whatever help she could from the hospital, and then we would set up a fund so that she could supply what was lacking from the hospital so that the patients would get proper care. Without her, I don't know what we would have done. It was she was a godsend for us. And for the people of Bacolod, also a modern-day Florence Nightingale. Many people lived because of her, because if you had no money, you died. That was simple. So Mummy Paz saved thousands of people during those long years of service. On a personal note, Mummy Paz was very kind to us priests, Father Neil O'Brien and myself and the other members of the Negress Nine when we were imprisoned in Bacolod. She would visit us on a daily basis and see to our medical needs, our other personal needs, and then also the prisoners in the jail could also avail of her help for simple medicines and any care that they needed. She was in charge of the dormitory in the Bacolod hospital, and many hundreds of nurses, possibly thousands of nurses, passed through her care. She was strict, but she was a person who was appreciated because of that, and many nurses around the world at this time will be mourning her passing. Mummy Paz, in her later years, as she reached close to 90, suffered the ailments of old age. But she was always cheerful and happy to see me. And she would say to me, I'm ready to go. Anytime God wants to take me, I'm ready. And that day came on August 8. So we say goodbye to Mummy Paz. We thank her for her life and we thank God for her life. And the words of the Gospel of Matthew ring in my ears as we come to the end for her. Come, good and faithful servant. I was sick and you cared for me.